I flew her across Europe to propose, and found out she was calling me the wallet behind my back. She thought it would be the most romantic trip of her life, but by the end, she was holding a USB, not a ring. What started as a dream vacation turned into a betrayal I never saw coming, and a revenge she'll never forget. It was supposed to be the most unforgettable adventure of our relationship. After saving for nearly a year, I surprised my girlfriend, Emily, with a 2-week trip across Europe, Paris, Florence, and Santorini. We'd been dating for almost 3 years, and this was my way of showing her I was serious. I even planned to propose at the Eiffel Tower, cliché or not. From the outside, everything looked perfect. She seemed thrilled, posting every little moment, tagging me, kissing me in front of famous landmarks. But the little things started to feel off. She was constantly glued to her phone, whispering during bathroom breaks and locking her screen like it was Fort Knox. I told myself I was being paranoid. Jet lag. Stress. Maybe I was overthinking. But then, in Rome, I noticed she didn't tag me in any of her latest posts. When I asked, she brushed it off. Oh, just forgot. It felt weird. Like I was in her story, but being cut out of the final edit. The moment I really started doubting things? We were on a gondola ride in Venice, and I saw her texting, smiling. Not at me. That night, while she was in the shower, I made the mistake of checking her phone. And that's when everything unraveled. What I saw in those messages shattered the entire trip, and our relationship. She wasn't just distant, she was playing me the entire time. The messages were with someone saved as B. Flirty. Intimate. Talking about me, but not in a good way. She had been sending him photos from our trip, but carefully cropped. No trace of me. She called me the wallet, joked about how easy it was to get this whole vacation funded, and even typed 1 more week of pretending. I felt like I couldn't breathe. The worst part? One message said, he's going to propose. Gonna be hilarious. My stomach dropped. The ring was in my backpack. I didn't confront her immediately. I couldn't. I needed to process what kind of person I had been sharing this dream trip with. The next morning, I started snapping my own photos, ones she wasn't in. I stopped holding her hand. She noticed, asked if I was okay. I smiled and lied. Just tired. But inside, I was planning an ending she wouldn't expect. I decided to let the trip finish, but it wouldn't be her trip anymore. She thought I was going to propose under the Eiffel Tower. I had a new plan. She expected a ring. What she got instead? A moment she'll never forget, for all the wrong reasons. Our last night was back in Paris. I told her we had a fancy dinner booked and that I had a surprise afterward. She lit up, probably thinking this was it. We went to a rooftop bar overlooking the Eiffel Tower, and I had the waiter bring out a little black box. She gasped. But when she opened it, it wasn't a ring. It was a USB drive. What is this? She asked, confused. I said, screenshots. Of you and B. Thought he might want a copy. Her face went pale. I didn't raise my voice. I just stood up and left. She tried to follow me, begging to talk, saying it wasn't what it looked like. I booked a different hotel that night, flew home solo, and blocked her everywhere. A few weeks later, I got a message from B. He said, respect for how you handled that. We're both done with her now. Turns out she was playing both of us. That trip was the most expensive heartbreak I've ever paid for, but it bought me something priceless, freedom. And next time I travel, it won't be with someone who needs hiding. It's been 3 years since Paris, 3 years since I left her standing under the Eiffel Tower with nothing but a USB and a guilty conscience. I've moved on. I healed, I grew, and I stopped needing closure. But last week, out of nowhere, she messaged me, hey stranger. I still think about us. At first, I didn't even realize who it was. The profile picture gave it away, older now, filtered smile, but still her. She said she was sorry, that she'd been young and stupid, and that B had ghosted her years ago. Said she missed the way I treated her. Said I was the one that got away. I asked her just one thing, do you still call me the wallet? She didn't answer for 5 minutes. Then came the excuses, it was just a joke, I didn't mean it, I've changed. I didn't need an apology, I needed peace, and I already had it. So I replied, you made me a story the world now knows. You don't get a second chapter. Then I blocked her. Because sometimes, the most powerful response is none at all. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos.